All right, raindrops. On today's episode of Reality with the King, we are going to wait, there's no we, it's just me. Just like there's no I in team, there's no W in me. So we're going to take that W, make it an M. It's me. I'm doing a solo episode today recapping the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because my girl Alexis Jansen is under the weather. Okay, so raindrops, please give Alexis some get well wishes, but she will be back next Friday. Okay, I love you, Alexis. Get well soon. She just has a little, flu. Okay, but the show must go on, and you know I'm all about that. So look, before we get into the latest episode of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I'm here to talk about the breaking news about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. You know, just the show that I worked on for the first two seasons, the best ones, and then that's a inside joke that me and the cast have. So as you all know, I miss my Jersey girls. I've been saying it over and over and over and over. I miss them so much. Life just isn't the same without the Jersey girls. I miss Teresa. I miss the girls. Okay. So there is this rumor about who the new cast is going to be because Andy Cohen revealed on Watch What Happens Live that he had a meeting about Jersey the other day. The time he gave was 2:30. And baby, y'all went wild with it and was tagging him like it's 2:30. What's the update? Well, it's 3 o'clock was the update because y'all said, child, you had the meeting at 2:30. It's now 3 p.m. and we need an update. He ignored y'all as he should, because why would he tell y'all first? But the thing about information like that is it allows some of these sites or people, if you will, to take that and just start making shit up. And I saw tons of misinformation about it. I'm not saying I know anything because I don't. I really don't. I promise I don't. I don't. But my point is, and this is no shade. If Carlos King doesn't know, y'all don't know. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It's definitely kept under wraps. But friend to the show, Lauren LaRosa, as you know, she is one of the co-hosts on the Breakfast Club. And she's also a journalist. And she really does an amazing job at reporting the facts. She does her research. She calls her sources. Even if the sources don't get back to her, she'll let you guys know, like, I contacted people, they didn't call me back. Or she'll say, I contacted this person who said this. So if there's anyone to believe outside of me, it's Lauren LaRosa. So what I'm going to do now is talk to you guys about who they are alleging that is a part of this new cast. And when I saw this, I was like, y'all really do be making stuff up. And then y'all run with it. And then y'all love to say, well, I heard this from so-and-so. But I digress. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm going to listen. If you're listening to this on audio, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's simple. YouTube.com. Type in the search engine Carlos King. It'll pop up. Okay. And hit subscribe. All right. So for my YouTubers, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you all the alleged cast that y'all said are coming up this season. Okay. Now, as you can see, you guys are saying the cast includes Teresa Giudice, Dolores Catania, Melissa Gorga, okay, Gia Casey, who is the wife of DJ Envy, who's also a part of the Breakfast Club. And who are these two? Hold on, let me do my. Who are these girls? Hold on, child. Uh, they're gorgeous, but who are? I'm like, they're pretty. Who are they? Listen, these other two beauties, I don't know their names, but anyways, Lauren LaRosa has an update and tweeted, "Hey guys, seeing this news circulate about Gia, Envy's wife, reportedly joining the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Wanted to update here. This news is completely not true. Okay, Gia was definitely approached a couple of years ago. She is friends with Teresa in real life, but she is not on the cast. These other two ladies, I don't know their names, and I'm not even saying that they are. But if you're going to run with a story and add Gia in it and it's not true, then obviously you can't believe everything else that you see. So, look, I wanted to talk about that first. In my humble opinion, I've said this before, there's no show without Teresa. She's the face of it. She's the fourth multiplier. And advertisers know her and they love her. And for me, that's, you know, there's no show without Teresa. I don't care who gets offended by that. Now, Dolores, I 1000% believe she will come back. Dolores will be seen on The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Raindrops, I will be recapping that show with a special guest that'll be joining me. So stay tuned for that. And look, I see a world where Melissa comes back. Teresa and Melissa are reunited, and it feels so good from what I'm seeing. And I do believe that, this will remain as genuine as it can be. I'm here for it. I don't want to see Teresa and Melissa fight anymore. I think we're all over it. And I think Melissa and Teresa being on the same show this upcoming season is a step in the right direction. So I'm here for it. But Raindrops, let me know in the comments what you think. And shout out to Lauren LaRosa. Okay. Once again, Gia Casey, who I love, by the way, will not be a part of the cast. All right. Let's get into the latest episode of The Real Amanda Francis. The real cult of Amanda Francis. I think Amanda Francis needs to have an appointment with Terry Dubrow because she may need back surgery due to how she is carrying this season. It is the Amanda Show. And it's interesting because the ladies are in Florence, Italy. Is by far the best looking house I've seen on a cast trip. And despite all of the beautiful things surrounding them, the focus is on Amanda. And it's making her be somebody that we're enjoying because she is the topic of conversation. And listen, this recap isn't going to be me giving y'all play-by-play of the scene because no shade, nothing is happening. Nothing happened this season. And in this episode, the only good thing that happened that is worth talking about is obviously Amanda versus Dorit. So I'm not going to sit up here and waste y'all time going play-by-play over the nuance of Dorit being late, Erica Jane going to get her, the girls coming in, looking at each other's outfits, Jennifer Tilly having on an amazing piece that impresses Rachel Zoe. I don't give two shits about that. If y'all do, wonderful. Let me know in the Spotify comments. Y'all ain't here for that. Y'all are here for me to give y'all my expert opinion on these shows. And I want to dedicate this episode to Amanda. And I want to dedicate this episode to Housewives. Let's have this just focus on the Housewives franchise because my thing is this. You ladies are bored because you're not clocking in. Hazing the new girl is old and tired and is thrifty. Hey, Jocelyn Hernandez. You old, you tired, you thrifty. And you need to drink some milk to get them bones strong. Yes, Jocelyn. I digress. Okay, but all that being said, I'm bored. We sitting on Potomac with Angel Massey. Hazing the new girl is so late. In the words of Jasmine Henley Brown, it's 2 a.m. It's late as fuck. We don't want to watch that. You girls are so disinterested in talking about what's going on in your lives that you're looking at the new girl and you're picking on her. Picking on Amanda and this cult thing is so late. Bose, I like you a lot. Bose, I got to keep it a buck. Your sophomore season is not great, sis. It's not good. You were by far the shining diamond, pun intended, last season because you were able to clock into everybody and be inquisitive. You're not doing that, and it's hard to watch. You are also picking on the new girl, and it's unfortunate because you were the new girl last year. So you know what it feels like to enter a space and trying to figure shit out. Doree can fight her own battles. Doree's the last person who needs backup. Doree's good in this hood. Okay? Doree knows how to defend herself better than all of you guys combined. That is no shade. Doree is excellent at defending herself and her position. To see Bose being a sophomore housewife step in and be not nice to her, it's hard to watch. And it's making Bose unlikable. And I love me some Bose last year. I called a friend and phoned a friend and told everybody, like, yo, Bose is everything. Because I thought she did a good job at just being herself. And I think this season, I'm going to tell y'all what happens. Listen up, Buttercup. When a second season housewife enters an already established show, what happens is they want to be friends with the cool girls. We've seen on Potomac, everybody wants to be friends with Giselle. I'm not going to name names, but y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. And the reason I'm not going to say names is because I already said it on my podcast. That's why you have to subscribe. Okay. All those girls wanted to be friends with Giselle Kobe Bryant. It's her show. And it's Karen's show. They're co-chairs, like the Met Gala. You know, they're all co-chairs. Giselle and Karen are the co-chairs of Potomac. When it comes to Beverly Hills, it's Kyle Richards' show. And what's interesting is this. Don't y'all find it quite rich, pun intended, that the girls have no smoke for what you can find on Google when you Google the newbie Rachel Zoe. But you have all these opinions about Amanda and how she gets her money. I love Rachel Zoe. Rachel Zoe was a great casting decision. Rachel Zoe is also doing a fantastic job. Rachel Zoe is the future of Beverly Hills. But why aren't you guys talking about the things that you see when you Google Rachel Zoe? Why aren't you ladies asking Rachel Zoe? So, hey, what happened to you and Brad Goreski? Y'all had a falling out. We heard that you say he posted your clients. He dresses Demi Moore. Did he steal her from you? Y'all don't ask Rachel Zoe shit. Hey, Rachel, what was it like when they were saying how when you were dressing Lindsay Lohan and the girls, that you were trying to make them all skinny and stuff? Remember that controversy when you were on the cover of Us Weekly? I'm not making this up. This is like things you can Google. So if we're going to play the game of Google, let's be fair. You know what I'm saying? Let's be fair. So what you guys are witnessing is what happens on reality television, especially on Housewives. When the new girls enter, the OGs or the vets, they size you up and feel like, are you somebody of stature to be here? Clock it. None of those girls have ever challenged anything Rachel Zoe has said, because Rachel Zoe is a formidable force in fashion. Therefore, she is somebody that can go to the Hamptons and run into Donna Karen, and Donna Karen give her all things. She's respected. Those girls aren't going to disrespect Rachel Zoe, because when they need Donna Karen, Michael Kors, Marc Jacobs to do something, Rachel Zoe has the power in the fashion industry to have a strong opinion that could possibly sway some of these designers. So y'all ain't touching her. Y'all just not, because y'all understand that she's a powerful force in the industry. So the reason why all of you guys are hazing Amanda is because y'all feel like, I don't want to talk about the shit I got going on. I don't want to argue with the same girls I argue over the past 5 years. So let's pick on Amanda. It's y'all are picking. At this point, y'all are picking on her. And it's hard to watch. And all y'all are doing is setting her up for success. Amanda, so far, and Raindrops, tell me if I got this wrong, Amanda so far has done nothing to warrant the shade she's getting. So when Amanda tells Dorit, like, you went through 357 posts to find that I was on a call. No, honey, I Googled your name and it came up. It doesn't come up because I checked. And then Bo steps in. It's like, Bose, you just started going to this school. Chill. And then you have Kathy saying, well, you need to read the room. Kathy, you didn't read the DJ room when you allegedly said all those things because they didn't play Michael Jackson's song. And it's the reason why Lisa Rinna quit the show. And I was kind of like shocked when Erica Jane in her confessional said, you know, Kathy Hilton's this good person, and if she tells you to read the room, you're fucked. The same Kathy Hilton who allegedly said things that Lisa Rinna quit the show over. The same Kathy Hilton, Erica, that you said you heard her say these things. That Kathy Hilton? So which one is it? Y'all see what I'm saying here? It's the Beverly Hills bias. And that's the reason why this show sometimes is hard to watch, because no one is present and being real. Just a couple of years ago, Erica, you joined Lisa Rinna saying Kathy said those things. I was there. So because Kathy, first of all, that wasn't an icon. Y'all let these girls get away with the most mundane shit. Iconic is Nene saying, I said what I said. Iconic is Kenya Moore saying, Gone with the Wind, fabulous. Y'all give some of these girls who, y'all give these girls the most who do the least. Yes, Kathy read her. She said, read the room. Yes. If Atlanta Housewives gave y'all Beverly Hills season, y'all would be dragging Atlanta Housewives. Y'all would be petitioning for the show to be canceled. But because these girls are in Beverly Hills, y'all even let them get away with this bullshit. Kathy saying, read the room. Oh, we're aghast. Oh my gosh, I've never heard a drag so severe up in here. Kim Richards gave more reads than any of these girls on the show, and Lisa Rinna. And low-key, I'll give it to Dorit. If I can smell your breath, you're too close. Back up. Faye Resnick gave a good read. No matter how many Chanel bags you borrow, you'll never be a lady. These are iconic. Y'all give Kathy Hilton way too much. Y'all give these Beverly Hills girls way too much. When the show is good, it's good. This season ain't good. It's just, it ain't. I'm looking forward to a 90-minute webisode of a reunion. My point is this. Y'all let Kathy get away with murder like she is Viola Davis on a Shonda Rhimes created show on ABC Thursday night at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time after Scandal. Y'all let her get away with murder. And she is not even doing anything that I think is interesting. So Amanda goes into her story about the cult, and yes, have questions, ask questions. And I thought that moment was dope. Like, yes, be inquisitive about it, but you know it's bad when Kyle is just sitting there like, Kyle's like, I have nothing to offer. Because Kyle sees what's going on. And Kyle tried to give something else, like, let's put Dorit on the fucking hot seat. So, Dorit, you was hanging out with PK? And Dorit like, well, you know, there's women in this group I don't trust to tell things to. And that lies the problem. This show with this current cast is no longer about friendships. You guys are coworkers. You guys clock in, meet in the cafeteria. Y'all have lunch together, and then after lunch, y'all go back to your individual cubicles. And y'all put in your AirPods, and y'all watch Carlos King's YouTube show to get your entertainment while you're working. And then after you clock out, you go home, and you don't see each other until it's time to clock back in the next day. That sums up what this show is about now. Jersey has been on pause for 2 years. That same amount of time needs to be given to Beverly Hills. This ain't it. The girls just aren't interested. Sutton is bored. Sutton lost her shtick. Argue with somebody whose wallet matches your size. That's who we want to see. We don't want to see, well, you know, Sutton, how does it feel to be roommates with Amanda? Because that's fascinating to talk about. In Florence, Italy. There's, listen, this was a struggle. I don't know. I don't know. This ain't it. It ain't it. Let me know what y'all think, though. I really have nothing else to say about this episode. It only was about Amanda and Dorit, and everything else to me was filler. But I will say this: if this was Atlanta Potomac, y'all will be petitioning for the show to be canceled. And that's a conversation we should have. Do y'all agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments. Spotify, hashtag Reality with the King on X, Twitter, Facebook, or wherever you get your news. Okay? And I'll see you on the next one.